So you're happy with yourself. You've been reading books about business and self-improvement. You've been trying to learn marketable skills that can help you with your business. You've been growing every day, watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, learning what the greats know, figuring it out for yourself. But you've been doing that for 2 years. And what do you have to show for that after the fact? Did you actually learn any skills? Do you have a business to show for that, a successful business? Is your income higher than it was 2 years ago? Is your knowledge even higher than it was 2 years ago? Did you apply what you learned anywhere? Do you even know that you actually know these skills? Or are you just really good at consuming content? Analysis paralysis is your problem, if that's the case. You spend so much time learning things, trying to optimize for the best strategy, trying to figure out how to best attack the problem instead of actually going and attacking the problem. And that doesn't work pretty much anywhere in life. Imagine reading about running every day, the optimal strategy, the routine. Will you actually be a good runner if you read about it for a year? If you read about running every day for a year, or just went for a short run every day for a year, like, you'd be 5,000 times better at running after a year. Even if you've never read a single thing about running, you just do it and figure it out as you go. And you can literally get a PhD in business administration. That kind of made me laugh. I'm sure it's applicable. I'm sure I'm missing something important about that. But you can get a PhD in business administration, be considered a domain expert in the area of business. And you can do all of that without ever having run a business, operated a part of a business, or even worked for a business. You can literally have a PhD in business administration, call yourself a doctor of business administration, an expert in business, without ever having done anything related to running a business. So I would say even a person who has successfully run a convenience store for a few years probably knows more than that PhD in business administration, at least about just running a business. What you have to understand is skills can only be developed by doing things. Learning is obviously important. Getting the prerequisite is obviously important. But what's next? You have to do something. Have you ever cold called a client? Have you ever built a landing page that actually converted readers into customers? Have you ever done actual outreach? Have you ever hired an employee? Have you ever managed employees? Have you ever built a good website? Have you ever built up a client base? Have you ever tracked a lead? Have you ever ran a successful marketing campaign on Facebook or Instagram? I'm sure you know about all of those things in theory, but have you ever done any of those things? Do you know how business taxes work? Do you know how they can work to save you money, or to help grow your business, or to help reinvest in your own business? If you've never done your own business, worked for a business, tried, you don't really know any of these things. You know them in theory, you can talk about them. Possibly even at length you can talk about them. But if someone asked you, how do I optimize this? How do I do that? How do I actually close a client over the phone? Well, this strategy from this book tells me that, yeah, but can you apply that? Can you actually do that? Do you have any experience at all? You have to gain experience in the things that you want to be good at. So this is what I propose. This is what I think will help people way faster than any other educational resource or anything. Just pick a business and start, like today or tomorrow. And immediately your brain might be telling you, no, I can't do that because of this. I don't have money. I don't have resources. I'm not ready. A business doesn't have to be a permanent thing. Businesses come and go every day. Yours doesn't have to just come and go. But what I think you should do is just pick something. It doesn't have to be something you're crazy interested in. It has to be something that you can gain valuable experience in. So a business that will help you learn about marketing, online marketing, phone marketing. A business that may help you learn about how to manage employees. We're not at that stage yet, maybe, but perhaps you can start thinking about it. A business where you can make a landing page, work on that landing page until it can actually help you get customers. Think of a business that has skills that you want to learn. You need to use those skills to build this business. And once you build this business, apply the skills, continuously iterate on that, and you will be better at the specific skills. Landing pages. A landing page is just a website that encourages someone to do something. For example, buy a product. There are many psychological things you can read about in there, and they're certainly helpful, but you need to apply those things and see what actually works for you and what does not. Pick a business and just do it. I'll give you a few offerings. If you are a university student, or even a very successful high school student, just offer online tutoring services in math, science, or English. You can make $30 or $40 an hour, but there's a lot of things about business involved in there. There's outreach, there's landing pages, there is digital marketing, there's in-person marketing, there is managing phone calls, managing leads. There's so much you can learn just by running a one-person tutoring operation. If you know how to design websites, and it's a lot easier now with, AI tools, but if you know how to make a website, offer your services to local businesses, like the gym nearby, the restaurant nearby. Just hit them up and say, hey, I make websites for a living. I would like to make one for you for a discounted rate or for whatever rate you decide. I can make a mock-up for you. We can go over the numbers and you can decide if you want me to work for you. And you can make a lot of money doing that. But it's not about the money right now. It's about you need to actually practice the things you want to be good at. I'm not a school teacher. This is my tutoring business. This is one of my many businesses. I wasn't always good at teaching. I've been doing it for years and years and years. Until now, most of my students understand things very quickly, much quicker than pretty much any other tutor can show them a concept. Because I put in the hours teaching. At first I did it for free, volunteering. Then I continued, then I worked at a company, then I worked at another company, and a third company. Then I did it online myself for a while. Now I'm here, in-person service business, my first in-person service business. I had to gain those skills. I have experience in this. I can say I am an experienced tutor. Can you say that about any of the skills you're trying to learn? Are you actually experienced in digital marketing? Are you actually experienced in making good websites? Are you experienced in closing deals? No. Pick a business and do it. Any business. It doesn't even have to be expensive to start. You can get a domain for $1 from GoDaddy. You can get a card subscription for like $10. That's $11 or $12 for the entire year. You have a website that you can operate your business out of. You don't need anything else. And if you do, it won't even cost you $100 to start. And you can make money right away. You can, but that's not the goal. So if you have $100 to lie around and say, okay, I will start this business for $100 and just try everything that I've been practicing and try and put it to use, that will serve you much, much better. Not just do it for 3 months. 3 months is both a substantial and insubstantial amount of time. Say in 3 months, your business actually takes off a little bit and you're making good side income, or you've been able to replace some of your income. Great, keep working on it. Say it's not there yet, but you enjoy working on it. You enjoy learning and you enjoy the growth you're seeing, the steady growth. Work on it for another 3 months. Say you haven't seen much progress in it and you don't really even like the business. Okay, it's been 3 months. Good, finished. Move on to something else. You literally cannot fail. The most you will lose is $100 trying to start the business. Time is not the factor because either you have a successful business at the end or you have built up your skills tremendously at the end in the certain areas that you need. This is all experience that you need to build that business, that final business, that big business that you've been thinking of. Do you think you can seriously do that without understanding these little intricate things about business, about marketing, about accounting, about general management, about taxes? Just pick a business and do it for 3 months. That's all you have to do. Your brain is telling you again, there are 10, 20, 30, 100 reasons why you shouldn't do it. No. Find $100. That is your starting budget for this business. Look up businesses I can start for under $100 online. You'll get a list of 20. Choose one you find interesting. Use all of the skills you've been reading about, studying about, towards that business. If you can build a business, great. If you can't, you have built the actual experience that you can carry forward to another project, another business.